passenger cars, vacuum cleaners, door locks, and even light bulbs. Almost every product is becoming smart. And this means putting a computer into these products. But can you trust engineers whose competence is in internal combustion engines, airflows, mechanical gears, and filaments to take the right decisions? My Profit from the Source co-authors and I believe that the days of engineering-led, inside-out innovation are numbered. I'm Christian Schuh, the host of Procurement in the Park. Moving from inside-out to outside-in innovation is one of the ideas behind our book's third building block, how your company's supplier ecosystem needs to change. And it is essential to our sixth recommendation, achieve breakthrough innovations. For procurement, this means that technology competence trumps procurement competence. And that procurement needs to become technology savvy. Apple is leading the way here with what they call DRIs, or directly responsible individuals. The interesting thing about Apple's procurement is that they're not necessarily better in typical procurement tasks than the procurement at traditional industry companies. What differentiates them is technology competence, deep technology competence. Steel is a good example. For Apple, steel is a fairly new material. They only started using steel for the chassis of the Apple Watch in 2015. Before anyone engaged in steel, procurement nominated a directly responsible individual for steel. And that DRI was tasked with knowing everything about steel. This included the raw materials needed to make steel, the production process and the steel grades. The DRI needed to know all major steel makers in the world and the key people there. The DRI reached out to users of high-end steel, for example, makers of jewelry and surgical instruments. They even went to see makers of cutting tools in the Austrian Alps. With this deep technical competence, Apple's procurement automatically has a seat at the table with engineering. No engineer at Apple would dare to launch a project without consulting procurement first. Now, while this recommendation is straightforward, it is pretty hard to implement. It will require changes to compliance regulations that require buyers to shift commodities every couple of years. It will substantially alter the product development process. And it will be perceived by engineering as a loss of power and influence. And this is one of the reasons we say that Profit from the Source is a handbook for a radical transformation of your company, a transformation whose first building block discusses how the CEO needs to change. In the next video, I'll focus on the seventh of the book's key recommendations that will transform your business. Still interested? Then subscribe to my channel. Bye!